Welcome to Clarra. Our all-in-one matter management platform is designed for efficiency, visibility, and easy customizability throughout your workflow. When you first start using Clarra, it's helpful to customize some settings to match your company's existing terminology and add your coworkers to the platform. In this video, we'll review the 4 key first steps to get started on Clarra. First, we'll go over how to add new users, then how to customize key properties. Next, we'll review how to create a new matter, and finally, how to create a new event related to that matter. Let's begin by adding a new user. Users are your coworkers on Clarra and can be added to matters and events once their accounts are set up. It's important to add your company's users before utilizing the variety of features available on Clarra. Right now, we're on what is essentially the Clarra homepage, one of the dashboards you can select from. On the top right of the screen, you'll find the upper nav, which includes a global search bar, as well as various buttons that serve as shortcuts to actions on Clarra. On the far right of the upper nav, you'll see your profile icon, which you can click to access various settings. This includes settings for your individual profile, individual user, company's account, properties across the Clarra platform, as well as your company's billing information. We'll click on Account Settings to add a new user to your company's Clarra account. Within Account Settings, we'll click the Users tab. There are 2 sign-in options available for users on Clarra. Users can sign in locally with a username and password directly associated with Clarra, or you can enable single sign-on authentication via either Microsoft or Google. Today, we'll review how to add users with a local sign-in, but you can visit our support site for a guide on enabling SSO authentication. Back in the Users tab, we'll click Add New User. First, select the user type. Standard users are internal users who are members of your organization. External users are external collaborators, such as a co-counsel, who need access to perform tasks in Clarra as you invite them to your workspace. Clarra View users are external stakeholders, such as a client, who only need to view information on Clarra. We'll select Standard User for your coworker's account. Enter a username and password, which you can auto-generate. Enter their email address, and first name and last name, as well as their initials. The initials are important as they will be used as shorthand to identify the user in various sections of Clarra. Enter their hourly billing rate, and optionally their pay rate and overhead percentage. Select a job title and classification. The classifications available can be edited in Properties, as we'll review shortly. You may choose to include their employee ID and any relevant licenses before indicating their hire date. Select their status. We'll choose active, as this is a currently active employee we're adding. And finally, select their role in Clarra. Roles determine which parts of Clarra a user has access to. Admins and super admins by default have access to more sections than standard users, such as accounting permissions and the ability to edit certain system-wide properties. Once you choose a role, you can click the Info icon to specifically select which permissions to grant the user. You can learn more about creating custom roles and assigning permissions on our support site. You can also select which other users this user manages or reports to. When you're done, press Save, and your coworker will receive an email invitation to join Clarra at the address you entered. Now that we've gone over adding new users, let's customize some frequently used properties to match your company's existing workflow and terminology. Clarra offers simple yet transformative no-code customization, making it easy to add custom options to drop-down menus or rename properties. If we click on Properties in the left sidebar, we can access properties that apply to different sections across Clarra. In the Matters tab, we can Edit many properties related to matters, including matter type, which is a field used to help categorize and organize your matters. To edit a property, click the three dots to the right and press Edit. Here, you can add, edit, and delete options available in the Properties drop-down menu. Clarra comes preloaded with many common options in these drop-downs. Let's say your company frequently handles contractual disputes. You can click Add Option and type in Contractual Dispute. You can edit existing options by clicking on their text and typing in the new name. Deleting an option is as easy as clicking the trash icon. When you're done making changes, scroll to the bottom and press Save. An especially foundational property worth customizing is the primary office handling, which provides options to select which of your company's offices is responsible for a matter. Back on the Matters Properties tab, we scroll to Primary Office Handling, click the three dots, and edit. Let's add a new option. Say your company has an office in San Diego. We type it in, click Save, and that San Diego office is now available to select when we create a new matter. While we're in Properties, let's go ahead and add a new event code when we create a new event. Click on the Events tab and the three dots next to Event Code. Perhaps for those contractual dispute matters, you want a code for events related to settlement negotiations. You can create the custom code and toggle it as active. You can also include descriptions for the codes if you'd like, but this is optional. Scroll down and click Save, and we're ready to create matters and events using these custom properties. Click either Back or on the Clarra logo to return to the main Clarra application. You can access the new matter page by clicking Matters on the left sidebar to go to the Matters section and add new matter in the top right. You can also, from any page, click Add New in the upper nav, represented by the plus icon, and select Add New Matter. You don't have to fill in all fields on this page, but you must fill in all required fields. Required fields are denoted with an asterisk next to them. The matter number is auto-generated and used to identify each individual matter, but you may edit it if you like. First, name the matter by typing in the text box. Then, select the matter type. You can choose from the existing options or use the one we added in Properties. Then, select whether or not the matter is complex. This is used to indicate certain types of legal proceedings. You can visit our support site for an article explaining its use cases in more detail, as well as how to rename this field to something potentially more relevant to your workflow, such as status. You can select clients to associate with this matter. The options draw from your list of contacts, which we review in another video. Contacts are essentially your virtual Rolodex on Clarra of people outside your organization. We then choose the primary office handling and can select the office we added in Properties. Then confirm the date the matter was opened, and if it is still ongoing, do not select a date closed. The Matter Summary section offers a space to write a brief description of the matter. Team Members is where you assign users to the matter. All matters must have at least one user assigned as the lead attorney. Lead attorneys are automatically assigned to events linked to the matter. The user's billing rate is automatically filled with their default, but can be edited. Claradocs distribution refers to whether the user will receive daily email notifications about documents related to the matter. You can add more lead attorneys as well as other types of team members. Other attorneys are automatically assigned to events linked to the matter, like lead attorneys. Paralegals are not automatically assigned to events. All of these team member types are customizable in Properties, so if your company doesn't work in a legal field or uses different terminology, You can easily change lead attorney to manager or project lead, for example. Docketing users are users who receive notifications when documents associated with events are uploaded to Clarra. These are your coworkers who are responsible for calendaring events and are part of Clarra's closed-loop calendaring system and audit trail that ensures visibility and security. All matters must have at least one docketing user. Matter access and accounting access help to ensure security and confidentiality by restricting the ability to view and edit matters only to users who have been granted access. There are several options to select from for matter access. All active users grants access to all Clarra users in your organization. All active users except allows you to specify which individual users you don't want to grant access to. Selected users lets you choose which individual users will have access to the matter. Matter team members only gives access only to the team members you selected in the section above. Group members only assigns access to groups of users you've created. You can learn more about the convenience of making user groups on our support site. Accounting access determines which users can view and edit accounting information related to the matter. In order to have accounting access, a user must first have matter access. The options available parallel those for matter access, except instead of picking from all Clarra users in your organization, you're picking from users who have matter access. It's useful to differentiate between matter and accounting access, as not all users with matter access necessarily need access to the matter's accounting information. It's an additional layer of security. You can add a court if you're dealing with a legal matter. You can choose from the list of courts pre-installed on Clarra or edit available options and properties. You can also include the relevant court case number. If you have calendar rules integration enabled, be sure to enter the calendar rules jurisdiction. You can learn more about enabling calendar rules with Clarra on our support site. You can also include the electronic case file link. If you'd like to add a judge, you can choose one from your list of contacts. Finally, in the Other section, you can add a referral source from your contacts. You can also add notes about the matter for internal reference, as well as admin notes that are only visible to admin-level users. Press Save, and you've created your first matter. Now that we've created a matter, we can create an event associated with the matter. There are 3 ways to add a new event in Clarra. From any page, you can click Add New in the upper nav and click Add New Event. You can press Events on the left sidebar and Add New Event in the upper right. You can also create events by clicking on a matter's Events tab and clicking Add New Event on the right. If you create a new event this way, the matter and assignees will be pre-filled. You can create 3 types of events in Clarra: appointments, deadlines, and tasks. The type of event affects how the event appears on your calendar. Appointments have a start time and duration and appear on your calendar as a block of time. Deadlines can be all-day events or have a cutoff time. All-day deadlines appear on the top part of your calendar above their selected day. Deadlines with a cutoff time appear on your calendar at their cutoff time. Tasks function similarly to deadlines, sitting at the top of your calendar if they're all day, or at a cutoff time if they have one. Let's schedule an appointment today. Milestones are especially important events that appear in their own tab in their associated matter, represented by the diamond icon. These are a very useful filtering tool to narrow down key events. Event codes help you understand what an event is and categorize it at a glance. You can choose from one of the many pre-installed codes, or use a custom code like the one we made earlier in Properties. To select an event's date, all you have to do is click on the pop-up calendar. You can also use the date calculator to schedule events referentially, such as 3 weekdays from now. As we're creating an appointment, we'll enter the time for the appointment, as well as its duration, and confirm the time zone. Selecting if the event is recurring or non-recurring is a convenient and efficient way to schedule periodically occurring events. You can set up reminders for events to make sure you don't miss any. Your selected reminders will appear on your calendar. You can also add the event's location and must write a description for the event. Notes are optional. All events must have an associated matter. Events can be associated with plaintiffs, a feature described in detail on our support site. Events must also have at least one assignee, a user who is responsible for attending the event. Followers are users who want to be informed about an event but do not necessarily need to attend the event. The event appears on followers' calendars but does not block time on their calendars, so it's great for managerial users, for example. Next, select the event status, which affects how it appears on your calendar, depending on your selected filters. You can also include file attachments for the event with just a click. There are multiple save options available for events. Save saves the event and returns you to the main events page. Save and create new saves the event and opens a new event creation page. Save and duplicate saves the event and opens a new event creation page with the same fields filled in. Save and calculate docket is part of Clarra's larger docketing features, which refers to the process of calendaring matter-related information and getting time-sensitive information to those who need to see it. Our support site offers greater detail on this option. You've now created your first event. By learning how to add new users, customize foundational properties, and create matters and events, you've mastered some of the core functionalities of Clarra and are ready to use the platform. As referenced throughout this demo, our support site is a fantastic resource, full of articles, guides, and videos like this that show you how to make the most of Clarra and tailor it to your company's needs.